everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Well, if you're a fan of bad weather games, we got a good one for you here. The field is covered in snow, and that figures to make things very difficult for the players throughout this game. We'll see how they handle it. It's the Seahawks going up against the Packers. The frozen tundra is going to be in full effect here today as we send you up to a snowy Wisconsin. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, there's just something that feels right about a snowy day for football in Wisconsin, and that's what we have here on the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in mired in a brutal stretch right now, losers of 8 straight games.
Can you imagine going 2 straight months without winning a game and still trying to hold it together? They've got to find some inspiration somewhere that can lead them to a victory.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember meeting him when he was playing at Cal, and I remember walking away thinking, instead of having Rodgers stitched on the back of his jersey, it should just say confidence, because that's how he felt about his own abilities and his ability to elevate a team.
They'll run for the first time with Lacey. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man... steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got time in the pocket and able to find Decker. There goes Eric Decker. Touchdown, Packers. Eric Decker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Second down following the run. On second down, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, here's Crowell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner? Defeat it.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They give them a gain of 38.
And Richard Rodgers makes the grab, and let's face it, it's going to follow him the rest of his career. The Hail Mary he caught to beat the Lions in 2015 in Detroit, pretty memorable play.
Those Lions fans, they just don't like you right now if they heard that.
I didn't mean to bring it up to, pull the Band-Aid off the wound there. I was just trying to praise Richard. Yeah, they're going to be mad at me.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. One back is Lacey. And he'll get it up the middle. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, there's what we call an even front or an odd front. And an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the two defensive tackles in a four-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business. This drive is turning into an extended one. And
with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Offside. Defense. Still first down.
They'll run it with Lacey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Lacey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now Carpenter to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard, because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends, because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run with Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Rodgers, wide open receiver, complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Holding. Defense.
So the defensive holding penalty here, Charles.
You get outside of 5 yards downfield and you get grabby with an offensive player, the flag will come out every time.
Following the penalty now, Lacey. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackle, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right, it's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Call it a game. A 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They come up in an offset eye. Now Wilson on second down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third down, Wilson. Open man, it's Bennett. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Kyler Fackrell in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we've hit halftime all. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter. Let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They go play action now. Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ego Ferguson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up fourth. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards. So he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now a first down carry. It's Lacey. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On second down, here's Rodgers. Complete outright to Kurz. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Rodgers now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going.
Hello? Hey.
To put him on the ground.
You didn't have to join ours. I just wanted you to know that you could create your own.
Oh, well, that's okay.
They got to get it to the 21
fine with that.
I thought you were playing.
on third down.
I thought you were playing with someone else.
No, the Madden games are usually single player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
Also, they're doing double
He'll just
XP.
toss it away.
Oh,
he
shit.
throws it
And
away, and that brings up
they have
fourth
epic gun game.
down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it?
Which
Pressure
isn't, like,
creates
as epic as
diamonds,
it
right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away.
Oh, nice.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they
Well,
take
can't
a
blame lag on that one.
17-14 lead. So they don't get a touchdown
Someone
here
is,
in
like,
this opening
hammering
drive of the
our
third
spawn.
quarter. But I think you still say mission accomplished as they come
Oh,
away
it's
from it
sniper
with the lead.
at our spawn.
Absolutely.
Okay, I got it.
You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a
There's
while.
another sniper.
And now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
Damn it. Why can't I see it? 25 points.
And Seattle now
Oh,
ready
God.
to march out of the field. And on the
Derek,
last
you're
go-round,
lagging.
they really couldn't get anything.
I don't know.
They had to punt from deep inside
You were
their own
lagging.
territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now
Did I do
is a
that?
little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Up there is
I think
pretty
that's
general.
a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against
Was he up
zone,
there?
you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed
Oh,
it.
got
two
it.
of them.
And he takes it past the 45 and down
Derek,
to 46.
last night
It's a
we were
6-yard
playing
gain on the
domination.
ground, and
I
that'll make it
literally
second
held
and
off
4.
the entire other team
Frustrating
with
for a
this gun.
defense, energizing for a
Wow.
I just
offense.
bombarded
Finding a
the
way to create
entire
that type
team
of yardage
with the
in your
gun.
running game,
I didn't,
that'll
like,
make the guys
I
carrying
killed
the
maybe
ball
two of them,
very happy.
but I just held them
On
off
second
until my
down,
team
here's
respawned.
Wilson.
I was
His
like, oh my
throw's gonna
God,
be incomplete.
I am
He was
wizard.
going for the tight end, Nick Vanette, and it's 3rd and 4.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and
How am I
drop
not
it,
dead? I should be dead.
sometimes you have
grenade.
just too much
Shit.
time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands
I
get
went
shaky.
first.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch
What?
he should have made. And Wilson has it.
I
And
should
he
be in
has
last.
the
My
first
place
down
should be in
yardage
last place.
before they bring
Someone
him
is
down
trying to
right
keep
at the
us in
45.
And Brandon,
No,
from
no.
our time in college
Okay,
football,
they love camping our
where
spawn right
receivers
now.
weren't
There's a
running
guy,
the
I have no
traditional
lethal,
NFL route
but I know how to
tree.
get up there because I
One
really
thing
want
they
to.
did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch
Okay,
the ball. And I think
there's
we
a
just
guy
saw
up
that
on the
there.
roof
We saw that
next
indeed.
to the plane.
And no escaping this
No,
time as
see
he'll
what
go down. They got him for a sack. Ben Heaney
Got him.
in there to make
Yeah.
the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
And how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the
Fucking
middle,
Christ,
he's the
they
one
love
that
this
gets
camping
Big
spot. They're
Mike.
pushing our
Big
spawn.
Mike.
They go play action with Wilson.
And I don't have
He finds a
any
man on the
lethal
crossing
in
route.
this.
And all the way in,
Touchdown.
Seattle. Paul
Thank
Richardson,
God.
his second touchdown of the game, his
Football.
3rd on the year. And the
Shotguns
Seahawks are
can
going
suck
to
it.
retake the lead.
I know we often
I
laugh,
feel
and
this guy. I've
sometimes
killed
we
so
even
many people with
insult
my-
the
my,
guys who are
payload
great
on
trash talkers and give us
on
some
the
really
Phantom
funny lines.
rig.
But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded at the 6.
I'm going through this lane.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Oh, you're enforcing it.
And Green Bay
I
getting
have a
ready
better
to go
ratio
as they take
than
the
you, though.
field.
Oh,
And
Alex,
last time
you'd
able
be
to
really
get
proud of me.
three. It's not
Yeah.
what they wanted. They
I
wanted 6, but they got
got third
something.
place
They mustered something out of the
yesterday
drive.
by myself.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take
Also,
it.
I got
Anything
money to
put
buy
some
Modern
points on
Warfare.
the board. But this time
Oh, yeah,
on
I saw that.
offense, they
It's,
don't want to see the field goal kicker
good.
not on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be
I
going
felt
for
terrible
6.
because my parents, like, it
That
was
was
the
a
day
nicely
after my
run
birthday.
slant route, and
And
what
I'm
the
telling my
receiver's
mom,
trying
like,
to
I'm
do
not
is
doing
make
this
the
because I'm
defender
not
think
happy.
he's going
What I got
upfield
for my birthday,
for a
I'm
deeper
like in
route,
love with.
and then breaks it off
Yeah.
usually after
I
about
was
3
just
to
like-
4 steps and cuts
I
through
was
the
just
middle
like,
of the
I wanted
field.
to
And
renew
now what he's
my,
trying to do
I wanted to
is
get
use his
the cards
body
back
to
to
keep the defender away from the
what do you
football
call it?
and give the quarterback a really nice
My,
target.
He got
plus.
18 yards out of that one, and it
Yeah.
gives him a new set
Yeah,
down.
because,
I
you know,
exactly what's going to be
it's gonna
said
have to be
about
done
that
in
play from the
February. and I
defensive
don't know about
perspective.
time.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one
But-
tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily
You know, I was
enough,
like, Mom,
there were more
I
people
love
there to
because
get him
they got me
down.
these Bluetooth headphones, and they're like,
Three
there's top
quarters
of the
have
line,
come and
and then there's
gone.
like
We'll
right
return
behind
with
top of the
more
line,
after
and
this
then
break.
stuff.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And I've kept them on They have not died. I got them for my birthday
Lambeau.
last week. I have not charged them once. And this is out of the box.
Wow.
So the offense has it.
Wow, that's really good.
10.
And I'm like, it's not like 10 minutes at a time. We're talking like full on hours ahead.
Yeah.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to get after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Touchdown, Packers.
Well, I went down.
Second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
Oh, they tried to scare me.
Packers have moved out in front here.
When you're in base, scares don't work because your armor
about that
protected.
giving us our 5th lead change of the game. It's been back and forth.
No doubt about it, and right now, they're ahead, but they can't relax at all because if we've had 5 lead changes, I'm kind of betting on a 6.
Yeah, we might see a 6th. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're
There's a guy in
playing
that
catch-up,
spot.
every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last
servers
time.
are weird. The servers are acting really weird
About the
tonight.
defense.
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if
More
they can figure that out right here. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really
Where's
well
the sniper?
and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on
Damn
that
it.
one.
Throwing
My,
down Wilson on first down.
scope that I have on this
Here
is
it's
both a
complete.
team scope and a
That's
non-team
going to
scope.
go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And never good on a
If I
pass
hold triangle, I
completion
can
there
go
to the
between
wrong
like a
way,
normal
lost
scope
yardage.
and a zoom scope.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little
Headshot.
flexed out position because he creates
I get
mismatches
so many more
with his
headshots with
size.
this
The
than I
slot
do the
receivers do
bloody
the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running.
Oh, I fucked that up. God
And
damn
here's
it.
yardage here, back at the 41.
All right, I'm gonna take care of these
Lost
snipers
2,
right now.
and it brings up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I tweeted at PlayStation. I'm like, are the third party servers down? I got 1 retweet and 2 likes from people. I'm like,
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down
That I don't
at
know.
the 27.
and I'm like,
Boy,
no,
that's some
go
kind
away.
of effort. When he caught it, I
Because
doubted
it's not
if
even
he
like
could
if it
get
was-
there. Knew it was going to be close, but
it
credit
was
him.
normal people-
Really good effort.
How about the rack
If it
on
was
that
normal
play,
people,
the
I'd be
run
like,
after
oh, okay,
catch?
that makes,
But
you
most
know,
of the time
whatever.
we think of it as
But
just
it's
being
like,
an
you know,
open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to
Gee,
be real
boy,
physical in order to
47.
gain
I'm
the
like,
yardage
what
you
the-
need
who
for
the
a first down.
fuck are you?
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On first down, Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Oh, you can camouflage it?
Here comes the 8th play
Yeah, I
of the
have it.
drive, and they need a full 10 yards.
Oh,
on
Jagged
third
looks
down.
so cool. Oh no, I want Frosty.
Play action.
Also, I can prestige my mark too when I want to, but I don't want to lose all the stuff right now.
It's complete.
Yes, good catch.
Picking up the first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that.
Alex, you are now the lowest level of us
Richardson has it. A gain of 6 there on first.
I don't play it. I don't play it enough, yeah.
I leveled up like 3 times, but 7 times. I got up to 44.
Damn.
And it was all because my MK2 gives me extra XP. Oh, it's just this map that I'm lagging.
It's Crowell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
It's just this map.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
What the fuck was that? Why are you making that?
Here's Wilson to throw.
Oh.
It is incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation,
I do that more times than I should.
Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
On second down, Wilson. That's caught at the 2. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but now any run after it.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here.
Is the score actually 32-32 or no?
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Seahawks football as we march toward a conclusion.
Correct, but people
let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And
no!
There as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Oh, no, that's not good. Just intercepted in the end zone.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game.
They're just running panic.
They haven't counted this as a victory yet.
Yes, I got a safety.
I've been saying that all night.
Oh my God, yes. Thank you. Good job, team.
I wish I could see on like someone else's screen what I look like.
You're probably jumping around everywhere.
I've seen I know. When I watched my screen, Mark's friend, live stream,
in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was,
and it's so fucking hysterical because like it'll do exactly what I'm doing and just bouncing around.
But he also told, let's put it in the end
I got a
zone
headshot.
Supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Back to throw.
I've earned 4 kills. I know nobody's fucking doing
and he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second
one guy
down.
on my team died 14 times.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 44 yards.
Halo that ready.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense.
Even like the kill games are lagging.
Now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And now the Packers going to take another timeout.
I
That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth
watching
quarter play.
like YouTube videos that I still died
The
though.
line of scrimmage is the 2 here.
Explain that shit to
3rd
me.
and goal. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Why aren't they calling a timeout?
And his kick here
I'm gonna
is
win!
good.
I won the
And with
game
that,
in the
they will
final
move ahead
seconds.
by 2 here in the 4th.
Holy shit.
Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Packers, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gault. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.
Think about what I've done.